guess what? Bill Gates is getting sued. So there's a court orders Bill Gates' Indian government to respond to lawsuit filed by family of woman who died after AstraZeneca vaccine. What? An Indian court ordered Bill Gates, the Indian government, and the Serum Institute of India, the world's largest vaccine manufacturer. Did you know that? To provide formal responses relating to a case filed by the father of a woman who died after receiving AstraZeneca's Covishield COVID-19 vaccine. The lawsuit, filed in February, Dilip Lunawat alleged his daughter, Snehal Lunawat, died March 1st, 2021, of complications arising from the Covishield vaccine. He is seeking compensation of approximately $126 million. Defendants in the case include Adar Poonwala, the CEO of Serum Institute, Bill Gates, and his role as partner in the development of the Covishield vaccine, the Indian Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and the Indian state of Maharashtra, India's drug controller general. The former director of the All India Institute of Medical Science, and others. So, Snehal Lunawat was a 33-year-old doctor and senior lecturer at the SMBT Dental College and Hospital in Maharashtra state. According to her father, she was compelled as a health worker to get the Covishield vaccine. And on January 28th, 2021, she received the Covishield vaccine, which is produced by the Serum Institute. Her father claims his daughter had received assurances the vaccines were entirely safe and posed no risk to her health. I was told the same thing. However, her father stated Sonali developed severe headaches and vomiting while attending a workshop just days after receiving the vaccine, resulting in her hospitalization. There, doctors said she was suffering from bleeding in the brain, low platelet count, and blood clot formation. After 14 days elapsed without her condition improving, her family transferred her to another hospital where she died 8 days later. She experienced a rare blood clotting event, a complication that resulted in her blood platelet count decreasing due to increased bleeding in her brain. According to the lawsuit, these adverse reactions have been found to be related to the AstraZeneca and Covishield COVID-19 vaccines in some countries. The lawsuit names Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for its role in helping to speed up the process of manufacturing and delivering up to 100 million doses of Covishield for distribution in India and various developing countries. In the lawsuit, Lunawat blamed the government and others for misrepresenting the facts about the COVID-19 vaccine by making false claims about its safety and forcing medical practitioners to take the vaccine. Lunawat said his daughter was convinced to receive the vaccine as a result of an alleged false narrative. The lawsuit characterized interviews given by Indian public health officials in the nation's media as contributing to this false narrative, naming several of these interviews, including one with Dr. V.G. Samani, a drug controller general in India, that was broadcast on January 4th, 2021, and during which Samani claimed the vaccines are 110% safe. Well, that certainly is misleading. Sonali's death is not only the high-profile Indian legal case concerning vaccine injuries or seeking damages against Gates and others. It's not the only one. There's others. As reported by the defender, another case, Yadav vs. Maharashtra, also before the Bombay High Court, was filed late 2021 by the mother of a deceased somebody who was unwillingly vaccinated on September 29, 2021, and died that same day due to an adverse reaction from the Covishield vaccine. I saw videos, and I don't know if they were real, but I saw videos of what looked like cops or soldiers injecting people against their will in India. Now, I don't know, I can't vouch for the veracity of those videos, but I did see that, and that's what it sounds like they're referring to. More than 400 doctors and medical professionals from 34 countries on September 10th held a press conference during which they declared, wow, I wonder why this wasn't on the news, where they declared an international medical crisis arising from disease and death associated with the COVID-19 vaccines. The declaration, which emerged from concerned doctors and medical professionals in India, makes 8 urgent demands. including calling for an immediate stop to the administration of COVID-19 vaccinations and the investigation of all deaths involving previously healthy individuals. Now, I'm just reporting that they're reporting that and that that's happening, that they're suing, and that's what they say. I don't agree with any of that. We all know the vaccines are fantastic, and they do everything that the big pharma says that they do. So everybody should run out and get them. And I'm not giving medical advice one way or another. But I don't believe anything that I just read. Just to let you know, I'm just reporting that someone's suing them. That's how I'm reporting on that case. That's all I'm doing. I'm not saying that that's valid. What they're saying sounds crazy. How could that possibly be? Big Pharma is looking out for you. We all know Big Pharma is looking out for you. What are you, an idiot? You think that they're only in it for the money? You think Big Pharma would let you get hurt for a second? They wouldn't. They care. Dr. Fauci, Dr. Collins, Trump, Biden, they care about you. And that's why we have these emergency youth authorization vaccines. Anything you want to say, Kit? Kit, were you for the mandates?
No, but I was during the pandemic in 2020. I was taking care of my two elder relatives, my grandfather and his brother, his uncle, my uncle Bernie, and so they were obviously in their 90s. So I did get vaccinated to protect them. But looking at everything now, it's solved nothing, because when my uncle passed away in 2020, he passed away of a heart attack. I thought he got it because I was the one going out there getting groceries and food for them, because I was by myself taking care of these two, because they couldn't go out to the store by themselves. And when we called the paramedics and I said, hey, I think he's been exposed, as soon as the paramedics got there, they were so nonchalant. They was like, oh, no, he doesn't have COVID. We've seen it. It's nothing to worry about. And I said, don't you think I might be a carrier? It's like, the one guy looked me up and down and says, no, you don't have it. And just walked away. And that's when my uncle did pass away. But it was such an eye-opening event to where nothing truly mattered. And then I began to realize how many people's lives have been turned upside down because of this. And remember, this is the same Bill Gates. It's also buying up all the farmland too.
Bill Gates, I wish I had that video here. Bill Gates recently admitted that, I don't want to say it. He said COVID, he said, we found out it's, we didn't know at the time, he said, that it's mostly afflicts the elderly, kind of like the flu, but a little different. I'm just quoting him. I'm not saying that that's actually medically accurate. I'm just telling you the news about what he said. It's okay for him to say that, I guess, but I would never say that because he'll take my YouTube show down. Virginia Beach, Richmond, Arlington, San Jose, Miami, West Palm Beach. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all the tickets and become a premium member while you're there.